Berkeley YWCA's mission statement is eliminating racism, empowering women. And with UC Berkeley senior Hatty Lee's survey of UC Berkeley students and alumni on the topic of racism on campus, the YWCA is getting one step closer to achieving their goal. Lee, an intern for the YWCA's Eliminating Racism Advisory Board, conducted the survey all summer in hopes of educating students, staff, and alumni about prejudices on campus.
With my friends, probably not. I have just put.
Basically, what I want from this internship is to raise awareness and educate people on campus about how colorblind racism affects everyone. Those things need to be talked about and brought out in the open, and we need to educate people about that. Otherwise, we'll never move forward.
The results of the survey, which addresses various topics pertaining to racism on campus, will be displayed in an interactive exhibition during the first 2 weeks of September at the YWCA. As of now, the majority of the UC Berkeley students and alumni polled said they believe UC Berkeley is home to prejudices. Alex Zaragoza, an associate professor of history for the Ethnic Studies Department, said that today, prejudices are more indirectly expressed.
Most people these days, it's not something that is said easily in public. A lot of these prejudices are privately expressed. They're expressed both directly in the sense that somebody might say to you, oh my God, look, there's another X person here in our midst. It may be indirect in the sense that people don't want to associate with certain people. So if there's a study group that's composed largely of a particular race, ethnic, or religious group, they'll say, no, I don't want to be involved with that study group. I'm going to look for another one. And so they will never say that it's because they don't like people who are from X group, but in fact they're acting on that prejudice.
Although prejudices are more covert now, many UC Berkeley students, including UC Berkeley graduate Anna Callahan, believe they are still noticeable.
I think people are conscious of race, and I think people tend to hang out with people who are of the same race as them. I've noticed that.
Yeah, I've noticed that too.
Racism isn't a term of hate or misunderstanding or animosity. I don't see that at all.
Along with the ways prejudices are expressed, the survey also addresses the roots of racism. Zaragoza accredits racism to the resegregation of society.
We're seeing children growing up in communities in which a particular racial or ethnic group is overwhelmingly the dominant one in that community. So we have kids going to schools in which the overwhelming majority of the students in that school might be Latino, might be African American, might be Southeast Asian, and so on. Resegregation of American society contributes to the maintenance of various kinds of prejudices.
Anthony Bajani, a fifth-year UC Berkeley student, said the media and other societal influences create prejudices.
There is a big cultural influence in terms of what's creating possible sources of racism, like the media, whatever we see as stereotypical images, and people are sometimes looking for excuses to say that someone fulfills a stereotype. I don't see it adversely affecting job outcomes or interactions in class, but there's definitely talk behind the scenes.
No matter what the source, prejudices and racism are hard to eliminate. However, there are ways to combat racism.
And the point of being in college is to be educated and to get to know different things, and that's why Berkeley has the American Cultures requirement, is to try to expand people's viewpoints on what they think American culture is. So I think this is kind of idealist, but I think education is the key to battle racism. I really do.
Victoria Gu, The Daily Californian.